Hey YouTube, Josh here from the J-Side Friday. It's Friday, right? Season 2, episode 5. Right? We on 5? We're on 5, yeah. So if you guys don't know, we're in the Northeast. It's 2019. It's January. And we're in the middle of this thing right there. It's called the polar vortex, not the A. It's something to do with the way cold air displaces warm air somewhere up there. And it basically left us with really cold, crappy weather in the last week and a half. Meaning sub-zeros, like snow and cold and wind and gross. And I'll tell you what, I'm not in the garage because it is freaking cold, like super cold. But if you didn't watch, and there's a link right there, I'm going to pause and you can click that link and disappear if you want. Or you can just look at it later. It's on the page. But last weekend, I went for a little bit of a road trip. I went full solo because I had no one that wanted to come play with the J-Side. So I packed up the old Ridgie and got moving first thing in the morning and did some just driving and snow and stuff. But you can watch that video later. I'm only going to talk about today some of the highlights of that trip because you don't need to know about all of it or else I wouldn't have had to do another video, right? So watch that video. More stuff involved. I'm just going to talk about the stuff that kind of impacted me a little bit and turned me on because, you know, I'm a car guy. But I went to a motorcycle show, right? The Progressive International Motorcycle Expo, I think they call it. And it's in Cleveland, Ohio at the IX Airport Convention Center thing. I don't know, I think they used to make bombs there or something. I don't know. There's some history behind it. Look it up. But I'm going to start this thing off with that picture right there. And I drove, I don't know, 5 hours in the snow to get there. And I expected to pay like $20 to get in because that's usually what those type of things cost. And I wait in line forever. I get up front and just to pull in the parking lot, $10 just to pull in the parking lot. Like, they weren't going to come up and drop me off at the door or shuttle me in the cold or anything. That was just a pull in the parking lot, $10. It's kind of a ripoff, right? They hit me with like 17, 18, whatever dollars to get in the show, but $10 just to park. What a joke. Not a fan. That was not cool. IX Expo place. Whatever. So anyway, get in there, and I tell you what, this guy right there, this little Kawasaki, I've gotten out of my sport bike years. I've got plenty of history in it. You can look it up on the internet somewhere. There's probably some pictures of me doing wheelies or something. But that bike turned me on a little bit, and it's just a naked 650 Kawasaki. The color was super weird and cool. I liked it. But anyway, that thing was rad. I think they're not super expensive. They're like $7,000. But compared to like an R6 or something like that, I mean, those things are like $9,000, $10,000 up. So I'll take that all day long. I will say for that expo, if you are a new rider, I've got plenty of years, and I learned the hard way on a lot of stuff. You could go to that thing, and they will literally see a video. You can go in there, and they have electric motorcycles inside that you can test drive, right? So you can just ride one around. They have this thing, a wheelie machine, that they can teach you to do wheelies on. And while that's playing, I'm going to talk about it. They also had a dyno with 2 motorcycles on it, and they basically could teach someone that's never ridden how to shift gears on a motorcycle. Where was this stuff 20 years ago when I had to, learn from a guy up the street that I bought the motorcycle from without my parents knowing? whatever. Anyway, that was pretty cool. A lot of electric stuff. I'm gonna just talking about electric stuff. And me, I like bikes. This guy, I didn't pay too much attention to what the actual unit was. It was some sort of side-by-side that Yamaha makes. But check out the Thule hitch rack right there. And the electric Yamaha mountain bike. What is up with that stuff, man? Come on. Whatever. But that made me start thinking if I lived out west, that'd be a really cool vehicle for doing shuttle runs. You know, like let your girlfriend tool around and ride you up to the top of the mountain, then you go bombing down on your mountain bike. Be super fun, and you could take it anywhere. That was neat. The real deal, this guy right there, right? That thing was crazy. That's a 1,000cc side by side YXZ thing right there. It's got rip. It looks so nasty. It looks like a sport bike, like an R1 motor shoved in it. I didn't look up specs because I can never afford one or want to afford one, but that was pretty cool. Be fun to play with. These guys coming up, bam. Those are old Yamaha big wheels. Well, those were the they're the Yamaha ones, yeah. The BW200 and the 350. Those things are pretty cool. They're just basically like a fat bike off-road with like four-wheeler tires on it. And as I'm standing there and I'm like, man, that thing would be cool to own, this random guy says, yeah, I just sold one for like $1,200. It was super rad. Shouldn't have got rid of it. And this guy standing on the other side of me goes, hey, man, I got one in my basement. It's totally restored. And this guy walks up a second later, oh, it's so cool. I've had 3 of those things. And I'm like, where are all these BW200s? I want to play with one, but they're really expensive. Like, for what it is, I could buy a used 4-stroke motocross bike and go party. I just wanted to play on something slow with big wheels. So that was kind of neat. I have a cheat sheet. I'm gonna be honest here. I can't remember any of this stuff. Yeah, that was pretty fun. I also I left that and then went to Rays Mountain Bike Park. And there's a couple pictures. Super fun. I've been there a million times. I've been going there since they opened, like 8 years ago, whatever it was, 10 years ago. And I always have fun. They put in a new pump track, which is that picture right there, and it just, the goal is not to pedal, and you can go through 2 rooms at Mach 10, and you never have to pedal. It's super cool. So if you're into bikes or you're not into bikes and you want something weird to do, go to Ohio, hit Cleveland, and rent a bike and go play around on indoors where it's warm. Yeah, so whatever. That's done. Can you see that in the background? Yeah, see that bike on the wall? There's 2 of them. There's one over there and there's one over here. I put those on the wall this week. Super simple. I went on Instagram, pulled up a picture. It just uses that little 2x4 right there and a little hook that the pedal sits in. It took about 3 minutes and it looks pretty rad. Whatever. Maybe when I make it look prettier, we'll talk about it more. Yeah. Because I love arts and crafts. Speaking of arts and crafts, what turned me on this week on social media? Let's talk about Instagram, because I hate Facebook, guys. I'll be honest. It's too much politics and just stupid things. Instagram, just a picture and you move on. I don't have to read it. It's kind of cool. So this guy, which I found this week, is an artist. I think he works for BMW or something. I don't know a whole lot of details about him. The artwork is great. Like, what an eye for shapes and design, and it's just fun. Look it up. I don't know how to pronounce that name, but just write it down somewhere. I'll leave it up for a second and look it up, because you will, if you're into cars and you're into body lines and cool stuff, check it out. Might enjoy it. I did. I thought it was cool. Big news. Back to bike stuff. I'm sorry, car guys. There's nothing turning me on in car stuff. Big news. The Athertons, the family, these guys right there have been dominating downhill racing for like years. The one brother on the far side there, that dude like broke his neck or something and recouped, and he does advocacy and builds courses for racing, and guy's super cool. But look him up. They're starting their own bike brand, right? She's the #1 winning downhill woman's like in history and just kills it. And I'm curious to see it's going to happen when they build bikes. Is it going to be a make it or break it? Because that's just more added stress on being a professional athlete. So we'll see what that leads to. But cool, good for them. I enjoy that. Yeah, I think that's it for this week, guys. It's been really mellow because it's been super cold. You don't want to watch me push firewood around. So, yeah, we got some stuff coming up. So, my little car, I don't know if I ever talked about it. I got a 98 Civic hatchback I've had forever. It's nostalgic. I keep it in the family just because it's a neat car. A little 5-speed, super plain Jane. But the gas tank got a hole in it, and it won't pass inspections. So, expect a video pretty soon of us swapping a tank in a 98 Civic hatchback. Blech. That's it. Maybe it'll warm up and we can go play in the garage. Let's see. Or maybe there might be another road trip this in a couple days. Our nasty road trip like the last one. But I can't share the details. Guys, you're just going to have to come back and see the next video. What a shame. Hey, mash that subscribe button. I mean, wherever it is down there. Mash it, share it, like it, comment. Yeah, let's do some more videos. And ideally, what I want from all you people that watch these videos is to tell me what you want to see, so I have basically a challenge to go do something weird. Within reason. I mean, if we want to see more burnouts or a certain, something, whatever, do something to a lawnmower or a car, or, something interesting, and it makes sense, let's do it. So, yeah, let's spread the love, guys. Let's get more people involved and do more stuff. Let's hope for some better weather, and I'm out. So, enjoy the credits. I don't know if... I owe you a joke of the week. Dang it. All right, this is going to be really quick. It's not a joke. It's a funny thing that happened once. So one time, I'll try to make this super fast. So one time, me and the family go to the zoo, the local zoo. And we're like in the back somewhere screwing around. And we kind of divide up. And then me and my nephew at the time, he's like 6 years old, and we're sitting there and we hear all this yelling, and these monkeys are making these noises. They're like, ah, 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 ah. And I'm like, what is that noise? So we'd start making our way up front. We're migrating up there, and there's a sea of people surrounding these two monkeys, and the monkeys are just swinging back and, well, one monkey is sitting stationary. The other monkey is swinging back and forth on this little chain, and he's swinging, and the monkey that's not swinging is yelling, "Ma, ah, ah!" Kills my throat every time I tell this story. So it's getting faster. "Wow, wow, ah! Wow, wow, ah!" And the monkeys are having a heyday, and the people are just getting closer, and they're taking pictures, and they're taking videos, and we're getting closer, and all of a sudden I look at my nephew, and he's just like, "Look at the monkeys." And I said, "Wait a minute, man. You know what? Hey, come here, buddy. Let's back up a little bit, because I think something's going on here." And then as soon as I backed up, the monkey, still screaming, "Ah, ah, ah! Ah, ah, ah!" At the other monkey that's still swinging, the monkey swinging starts to pee, and he's soaking all these people that have now congregated around their pen with urine. And they're all screaming and yelling and panicking, running away, because they just got sprayed by a monkey that obviously they knew what they were doing, man. The monkey yelling knew that he could bring on everybody around by making noise, and the monkey swinging was having a heyday, building up pressure so he could pee on everybody. It was funny because I didn't get peed on, but really not funny for the people that went there with their families and got a heck of a show. Not a joke, but it was still funny. Catch you next week. Maybe I'll work on another joke. I gotta try to find one that's not super bad. Till next time, guys.